Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman Darwish bin Abdul Ghaffar from Group 2. Okay, the first question 1A. The input the multiple integral. First, use the CLC clear common window, and then use the display to display the result of part A I. Question 1A. I use the SMS to represent x, y, and z, and x minimum 0, lower limit of x, and x max y, upper limit of x, and y minimum 0 for the lower limit of y. Y max to the square root 4 minus z square root 2 power of 2, the upper limit of y, and the z minimum 0, lower limit of z, and z max equal to 1 for the upper limit of z. And defining the definition of this formula, the given function f equal to x and y, and I want integrate fxx minimum and x max integral, and I2 integral I1 y minimum y, and y max for the y integral, and I equal to integral I2 z minimum and z max for the z integral. ID, I use the double I, and printf the value of integral, and then display the result of part A I2 for this question. The value of integral and display the result of part A2. For this question, question A2, x minimum equal to -1, this one, and x max equal to 1, and then y minimum 0 for the lower limit of y, and the y max equal to 2 for the upper limit of y, and defining the function f equal to 8 minus x power of 2 minus y power of 2. Given the function integration of I1 integrate fx x minimum and x max, and I equal to integration I1 y minimum and yx for the y integral. ID double I, and f print the value of integral. Okay, and then I run the result. Then the result we got for the question 1A, AI is 200t over 120, and result of part A2, the value of integral 76 over 3. Okay, this is result. The simulation, the manual simulation, the calculation manual and the simulation is same, and this proof the manual calculation from the simulation. Thank you very much. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman Darwish and I'm from Group 2. In this session, I will tell you about how I do simulation recording for the question 1B. This question 1B, the valuation of the triple integral by using spherical coordinate. And for this one, I use one to present x, y, z, the formula of 3 times 3x power of 2 plus square root 3y power of 2 plus 3z power of 2, and the z minimum represent x and y for the square root x power of 2 plus y power of 2, and the z minimum represent x y square root 32 minus x power of 2 minus y power of 2, and the y minimum represent x square root minus 16 square root 16 minus x power of 2, and the y maximum represent x square root 16 minus x power of 2. The x minimum 24, and the x maximum 4. This one 4, and the result integral function x minimum x max, y minimum y max, z minimum z max. Okay, next we run, and next question 1b, we got the result 6.361 10 power of 3 times 10 power of 3, and then we got the same results 6.931 times 10 power of 3. The same answer for this one, 6396.10. Okay, that's all for me from group 2 question 1b. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman Darwish from group 2. I will explain the question 1c. I will show you how I prove the simulation that I use to do the question 1c. Okay, for the part I, or question 1ci, I use the CSC clear all and use find to present x and y, x power of 2 plus y power of 2. Use the polar find at theta r, find r minus cos theta r and r sin theta. This one r sin theta, not r cos theta. And for this one, x power of 2 plus y power of 2 equal to 1 represent r2 equal to 1. Then convert the symbolic value of the floating point. And then we run the whole project. And I took from this one 15 pi per 8 equal to 5.98909. And this one I got the manual calculation, bracket, double bracket, pi 2 minus 1 equal to the simulation, the answer of the simulation 0.4142. And after we use the calculator, we got the same answer for the simulation and the calculation. We got the same answer. Maybe some calculation, because this one cannot show the square root, or and after run we can show the pi, the symbol of pi and square root. And in this simulation got show the same nombor or nombor biasa. uh, for the answer of the simulation part. Okay, this I show you the I2 or the equation I1 dengan N I2 or C2 0.41242. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shabi. So I will continue to demonstrate our assignment. So my task is to demonstrate for the question 2. So the first question is to find the partial derivative of for in term of x, y, and z. For the equation is x square y over z power of 3. So firstly, we use the function to make the MATLAB recognize the symbol. So we can use the symbol in the equation. So we put the equation and then we use the diff function to take the derivative in terms of x, y, and z. So when we run the section and run the section, we can get the answer really the same. 2xy z power of 3 same, and then x squared over z power of 3 same, and then negative 3x power of y over z okay, the same. Then next question is the first partial derivative for in terms of x, y, and z for the equation exponent yz cos xy. So this one, you run the coding. Here is the equation. Then here is the answer. Negative y, exponent yz, exponent yz, sine xy. So it's the same. And then come to y, exponent yz, and then we got here z over here, and then cos xy minus x over here, and then exponent yz over here, and sine xy. Just the same answer but different arrangement. And then term of z, cos xy, exponent yz, y over here, exponent yz, cos xy, same. Okay, next question is B. By applying the chain rule, the z equal to ln x power of 3 minus 2y. So here is just the same. It's all the same actually, because we only use the different the derivative function operation here. So it's gonna be the same method to the MATLAB programming. So we get here, we run. Then here in the MATLAB we had mentioned that the x is equal to u plus v and then y equal to exponent v. So when we compare, it's the same to x over here. X equal to u plus v, so it's the same 2u plus 2v over 2 sv here is exponent v, so here is 2 exponent v minus 2y is 2u plus v, so it's the same, but see the arrangement is it's different because dia bawa naik atas, so it became like this. So same as this, 2x plus 2y. So here all the same. Dia substitute balik dengan e plus v dengan y sama dengan exponent v. So dapat yang sama lah. So next is C, and then C go ahead to satisfy Laplace equation. So ni kita kena compare, tambahkan derivative second derivative ni dua-dua dapat kosong. So kat sini kita dah scriptkan dia. Untuk yang second derivative ni kita akan dapat G in term of X, or in term of Y, second derivative dia akan jadi F. I mean Q and W, the second derivative. So here we get the answer. Dz dx, so same, just the symbol I use is different. Exponent x sine y minus exponent y sine x, so it's basically this, I get the same answer over here. And then lastly, ini plus ini sama kosong, the answer is kosong here. Q plus W, second derivative. So yeah, same answer. Okay, next is defined as a G. So here we need to find the derivative of fx, fz, and then fy, then fz, and then we after we get the fy, fz, fz, and then we follow this dz over dx, z over dy, dx over z over dy. So it's the same. We see that f is the question, dx, which is fx, exponent xx y plus 4z exponent xy z minus 3y. Oh yeah, okay. Then dz, which is this one, z, this one, 4 exponent xy, this negative 3y square exponent yz, this one, yx exponent xz, this one. So here all the same, but the thing is about the final answer, yeah, it's also the same for xy, just too long, but I can make sure that it's the same. And then the last question is this, same question, same method, the answer is also the same. Fx, here, fx, z power 4, and then minus 5 over x, where 5 over x here, yeah, y minus 5 over y. So the answer is also the same. Okay, but here the arrangement is messed up a bit. Here dia bawa ni atas, and then they arrangekan dia macam ni, but the answer is still the same. So that's all for question 2. Thank you. I will pass to my friend.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hilmi Haziq bin Afami. Metric number AE 190048 from the class Engineering Mathematics 3, Section 1. Okay, so today I would like to share how do we simulate the calculation into the software which is using the MATLAB. So I took part for the question 3, which is the first question is calculate the divergence of curl of vector f. So we're using the MATLAB simulation, So this is my simulate for question 3A. First, we need to put our sims x, y, z, and then put the v. Then we can calculate the divergence of the curve. So click run. The answer is 0. Next, move on to the question 3B. Find the work done by the force F, and then based on the calculation, we need to judge whether the force is conservative or non-conservative. So for the question 3B, here is our force, and this is the if else program, which is we calculate if the force is equal to 0, we will get the answer of force is conservative and else is not conservative. So let's run. So we get the answer is 7.74. The force is conservative force. Next, the last question for question 3C is evaluate 2y squared plus 4z squared ds, where the first attempt portion of a cone. So this is the simulation of the question 3C, the last question. So first of all, we need to put the command clear all, format right, theta, sin theta, the integral of 10, this is the height 9, and then run. This is the answer. That's all from me. Thank you.
And hello, my name is Ikmal Hafizi. I do question 4 for B and for C. This is for B. First of all, we put our coding with vector calculus and then with the plots, and then we put implicit plot 3D and put our question. First of all, z equal to this is formula for cone, and then this is a formula for cylinder, and then this is our diagram here, and then we set coordinate Cartesian xyz, and then f equal to xyz, convert to vector field, and this is the field plot 3D fxyz, which is x negative 2 and 2, y also negative 2 2, and z also negative 2 2. We put our coordinate here and we got this 3D diagram. And then for divergence, this is some error here, so I cannot detect. Here I cannot detect here, but in manual calculation we got 32 pi over 6. In manual calculation we got 32 pi over 3. That's all for me. Thank you. Hello, my name is Ikmal Hafizi. I do question 4. First of all, we do with we put our coding, which is with vector calculus, and then with the plots, and then we type implicit plot 3D and put our question here, and then it appear this diagram, and then we set coordinates Cartesian x, y, z, and then we use and then we do f equal to x, y, z to the vector field, and then we field plot 3D for coordinate x04, y04 and z04, and we got this diagram. And then next we put a curl f x, y, z, and then x plus 1, x plus y plus z equal to 1, and the product we got w equal to 1/6, and the final answer is 1/3. Thank you.